It's been so long. I searched and waited for you endlessly. The world has changed so much, but only you can change its fate. Because you're the first guardian. Where the light lingers, under Tivele's blessing, I'll be waiting for you there. The blade is not broken. It simply draws a long breath. Voices bloom beneath the rift, and footsteps tread on a land with no memory. But a shadow never forgets its master.
we just stay inside. If we just hold the fence. I'm no trained soldier, but I have to protect my children.
Fixed the fence with Dad. Sister nagged again, but I won, like always.
Dad, I'm heading to the village. Taking little brother with me today. Left some dried fish behind the shed. Let's eat together for dinner.
My father, he held the door. My brother, he smiled at me. Even at the end. Thank you. I was so scared. Until now.
The father held the door, and the little brother smiled at his sister until the very end. That day, the three of them stood together, and until the last breath, they were still a family.
He never let go of the cart, not even at the end. We tried to step in, but the path was too narrow, and his load far too heavy. I pushed my younger brother aside, and when I turned back,
The bastard's cart blocked the entrance. The only door we could have escaped through. He said he was here to sell goods. In the end, the door never opened.
Look at that. though, turned out to be his coffin. He held onto the cold till his last breath.
Died like a pig, with jewels stuffed in his mouth. He's rotting, but that greedy face still looks like it wants more. What?
They shouted at me. Drop that stuff. This way, hurry. But I held on to the cart. In the end, no one remained.
He never let go of the load. Its weight became a weapon, and the door never closed. What he clung to wasn't life, but value, and that value was paid for in countless lives.
They didn't just burn the village. They came from the outer farms, too. Razed everything. We barely got out alive. Over the hill near the old mines, I saw a blue light rising. The looters rushed toward it like it was treasure. Whatever they think it is, just don't go near it. That's where they went.
Why isn't anyone coming? My son, he only stepped outside. He just went to gather herbs. Was that really a reason to die? We're not soldiers, not priests either. We're just people who want to live. But those bastards, they don't care who we are.
You think you're special, don't you? In the end, you're just blood and bone.
If someone knocks, don't open it. The first one to step outside is finished.
They said it from outside, that if one person came out, they would let the rest live.
The door opened. We couldn't say a word. Only the first one who stepped out never came back.
Those who held stones like this had the power of gods. Those who challenge us all meet the same fate.
They belonged to a single person. They didn't run. They didn't hesitate. The trail leads straight away from the house. Food spilled from a torn sack, still edible, not dropped while fleeing. Gear showing almost no signs of use. No blood, no dirt. There was no fight.
No. Don't come any closer. Don't look at me like that. No. No. I didn't do anything. The door was already open. It doesn't matter whether it was my hand or not. They said if one person comes out, we'll spare the rest. I didn't believe them. I chose. If the door hadn't opened, everyone would have died anyway. Why should I have died? That wasn't wrong, was it?
That day, only the one who opened the door first survived. And what followed passed by as if nothing had happened.
Somebody please help us. Damn these bastards. Stay right behind me. That was almost a disaster. Thank you so much for your help. My name is Malcolm. I'm a traveling merchant. And this is my daughter, Ellen. Say hello, Ellen. These days, those looters have been popping up everywhere. Everywhere they show up. Villages burn, and almost no one survives. A nearby village was attacked as well. I heard there's a vicious one leading them. A real monster. People say he's killed everyone in the surrounding villages. I wish I could go with you, but taking my daughter would be too reckless. If you plan to keep going, please be careful. May Tavele always watch over you.
Are you a person or one of them? He swallowed this whole village and walked through the flames with a sword in both hands, laughing. We're finished. He went toward the church. Everyone ran there. Please, stop him. This village, I built it with the work of a lifetime. And now it crumbles in the flames.
You came to see, they've gone white.
Back door isn't blocked yet. My brother went out to stop them. The one who looked like their leader smashed the old man into the wall with a shield. There was so much blood, I couldn't see anymore.
Their screams were the start of our feast.
Crumpled note in a hymnal. The priest didn't pray until the end. He picked up a sword. He fought to protect us. There's a rumor that some of the looters used to be from this village. People who lost their families, who no longer belonged to any side.
Smell that blood? Yours is next to spill.
Mom, today your daughter-in-law made soup. The scent you always loved filled the whole house. Tonight will be a warm dinner. See you soon. At the table.
The soup was still simmering, and the table waited in silence. But dinner never began. A single meal became someone's final promise.
You'll end up like the rest. This village is ours now.
afraid. You'll burn in our fire soon.
I hid the gold ring in the chocolate packet. If Lauren comes back, please make sure she takes them.
Another would-be hero. You. The moment you drew your blade against us. You'll pay the same price they did your life. Blood and fear, that's our path.
The priest sent us through the passage. The children and the sick went first. I stayed to cover them.
I am Adam, a mill worker. Beside me, Burton, a fisherman returned from the sea, and Lena worked leather with her hands. We are not soldiers, or priests, certainly not mercenaries. But we were born in this village. We lived in this village.
If you pass through this warehouse toward the church, you'll find the children. You must not let them break through that door. He laughed. The priest stood blocking the door. But that laughter, it was more terrifying than any words.
Death Wish. Today's your turn. To protect someone. Family. Mate. They all rotted in the fire. All that left are blade wounds. No more screams. No more crying. What brings you here? Death Wish. Today's your turn. I like the sound of tearing flesh better. Pray to. Maybe it'll hurt best when your god rips you apart. Trying to protect someone. Family. Mate. They all rotted in the fire. All that left are blade. No more screams. No more crying. Now it's your heart that needs to stop. That's how I survived. Tear, burn.
I sent the children through the passage. Some cried, others bowed their heads. I picked up a sword, its weight unfamiliar in a priest's hands, but I needed it to protect this door. I held them off, a few at least. But then, he came. He was not like the others. Now, he's tried.
The one with the blade was smiling. The one who prayed took up a sword. Some protected the children, others the gate, and some just the memory. The flames consumed the village, but the will they left behind still burns.
The ones you came to save, they've gone quiet.
Why us?
They didn't just burn it. They burned us alive.
Ah, I'm so glad to see you. The person who timely saved my daughter and me. You remember us, right? I am Malcolm, the merchant. As a token of gratitude for saving us last time, I will offer you goods at a good price. How does that sound? You will really like the items I've collected. Please, come again anytime. You're always welcome. Thank you once again for saving us. Ah, welcome. I heard the looters have intensified their attacks recently. In addition, the appearance of Brutals is worsening the situation. Fortunately, Priest Egwis of Tibele and his companions are roaming the forest, eliminating the Brutals. Priest Egwis, the Wandering Knight Lenin, Brutal Slayer Cordus, Edens' Guardian Druger, and Shadowblade Mog. You don't know them, do you? They're all famous, not only for their skills, but also for their heroic actions in helping and protecting people in these troubled times. People praise them for that. But in my opinion, you seem even more remarkable than they are. Just my intuition, though. Ah, welcome. I I heard the looter in a did. Fortunately, a Roman priest. They're all for their people, but you see, just a Roman priest. They're all for their people, but just my intuition, though.
It's been so long. I never thought I'd see you awaken again. The world is nothing like the one we knew. The great relic was shattered, and from its remains, the void was born. Its influence spread across the continent, twisting everything in its wake. People changed. The Brutals? Those monsters were created by the Void's corruption. Few have survived their rampage. And the fragments of the corrupted relic? Those who sought its power eventually fell to its curse. The fragments grant immense strength, but the more one uses them, the more they transform into a brutal. There's only one reason you've been brought back. You must gather the fragments of the great relic and seal the void. Without you, no one else can accomplish this. After all, you were the first guardian. The fragments are scattered across the continent, and those who hold them have become powerful brutals. You'll have to face them. Your journey begins now. Your first task is to find a fragment here, in the faded mistwood. I can sense the relic's power in this area. Be careful. And every time you return to the camp, I'll be here waiting for you. I hope one day you'll understand why I brought you back.
What crime did our...
So, here you are. Huh. Bet you didn't expect me to come looking for you. The truth is, I'm here to repay a debt. These hands once forged weapons for my daughter. Now I'll temper them for you. No matter how heavy the burden of regret or sorrow, with enough strikes of the hammer, it'll eventually shape into something meaningful. I've made a decision. With these hands, I'll help others now. If I can save someone else, even if I couldn't save my daughter, that will be enough. From now on, I'll keep your weapon sharp, unbreakable, unstoppable. Every time I strike the hammer, I think of my daughter. It's why my hands have grown more precise. If your weapon ever dulls, come back to me. These hands will be here waiting. Weapons are forged for war, but sometimes they're used to protect what matters most.
What crime did our village commit? We just wanted... What crime did our village...
If only the last thing...
If you meet someone on the road who needs help, don't just pass them by. A fragment of the Great Relic might be there, yes. But even if it's not, they'll need your hand. It's who you are after all. Wherever help was needed, you always answered the call.
There was something strange, wasn't there? The old couple.
It seems you are a mercenary. May I make a request of you? Don't worry, I will reward you handsomely. Due to the strange events happening in the village, I had to leave in a hurry and left an item at home. It's something I desperately need for my journey to another region. Could you possibly retrieve it for me? By now, only an elderly couple and their son might be left in that village. I heard their son returned from Eden's just before we left. If you follow the torches upward, you will find a small village. Look for a house with a signboard there. It's hidden among the wooden boxes inside the house. Have you by chance seen a young woman around here? They say she vanished somewhere in these woods. She was always looking up at the sky. Often she would stop mid-step and smile toward the empty air, like a celestial maiden who had lost her way in this world, as if the wind itself might carry her away at any moment. When she sang, the birds of the forest would join her song. If you see someone like that, please tell me.
Everyone should have left. So why did they choose to stay behind? Everyone should have left.
A man from a neighboring village claimed he had dropped his axe and received one of gold in return. The tale spread faster than wind through pine. I was a woodcutter. At least, I once was. A full day's labor did not shorten my debts. Just once. Only once. That thought weighed more heavily than the axe itself. So... The pond gave no answer, yet none of us left. Someone said, "It tests our desire." So we waited longer, empty. The calluses on our palms began to soften. Footprints gathered instead along the pond's edge. The mountain Sometimes the water trembles. Someone will whisper, "I saw a glimmer tonight." That one word. never returned anything. I believed I had cast my axe away, but it was not iron that sank. It was the day. Time does not rise.
The pond took nothing. The mountain never once disappeared. Yet instead of their axes, they cast away their own time. They cast away a day, then another day. And so, they cast away their lives. The golden axe never rose, and the time that sank cannot be drawn up again.
Everyone should have left.